Dejounte Murray and Paolo Banchero had an interesting little interaction, altercation. I don't even know what you call it in the program. But it's funny, you and I spoke about it when we were at JT's, Jason Tatum's golf event that he won. I didn't know you can have golf events and you just win. Anyway.
It was on the island of St. Louis as well.
But we were talking about it. I had spoke about Paolo before, and I said I like Paolo, but I had some reservations because of just the energy I felt. I never met him, think he's a good kid. I just didn't know how to feel because the jewelry and the suit threw me off. You know what I mean? Not saying I have jewelry, but it's just a certain way you see how guys move. And it's like you move, if you had like certain jewelry on, it looks like that belongs on Evan Turner. Like you got a beautiful piece of artwork around your neck that you just got. And I'm like, that looks, it goes well on you. Like you wear it like it's supposed to be worn. You got the swag like a ball player.
Yeah, it's all that little accents that make me a king. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I didn't get that same thing from him. It felt more forced. And I said, I don't know, I'm a little nervous because those are the guys that they never really reach their potential. Like it's certain things people don't see that we can see from these guys.
Right.
And
it's like just that type. Yeah.
So when we break it down, you see this situation. And I was talking to my son about it too. When you see something like this occur, you got an all-star player, Murray, just got traded to big trade. That was a big trade. That's considered one of the big trades to Atlanta. And he's playing in the pro-am and he does, gets him on comes off a pick, Paolo shows, and he hits him with a pump fake. Fakes a pass behind Paolo's back. Paolo doesn't know where the ball is, throws it off the backboard, dunks it, grabs the ball, chucks it at him like white man can't jump, like chucks it at him like, I'm supposed to throw it back at you or we supposed to shove each other. Like we ain't supposed to fight, but it's supposed to be some type of break it up type moment. It's like, all right, break it up. Like we ain't gonna fight, but let's make it look like something. And afterwards, Paolo explained on Instagram, this guy stopped following me. I didn't know we had no beef, and it's weird. It's acting weird, acting funny. He wouldn't guard me. He kept calling double teams when he was guarding me. He didn't want to guard me. And then Murray, sounds like a reality TV show. It's weird. Murray comes back and says, I've always been a fan. I always want you to have success, but you've changed since you've been drafted. And I don't like your energy. And I just need to let you know, like, this ain't that. Like, play your part. Like, you number one pick, you should have a swag, but you acting different. You got that big time swag and it's not cool. But I still want you to succeed. I will give Famous Los a lot of love. Famous Los keeps it a buck. That's why I think he has a strong following, is because he really keeps it a buck. And I appreciated him. He said, come on, y'all. Like, let's not do this. Like, you supposed to do that. DeJounte's supposed to throw it off the glass, dunk on him, post it and say, welcome to the NBA, young fella. That's how you do it. And they just went to another level. And interesting, but I want to know ET's take. I'm really excited about this one.
Man, I was upset because I'm such a fan of the Seattle, brotherhood that they have.
Yeah,
so
they do.
I was upset or not. I was just like, oh, that's wild, because they usually don't really be set tripping in Seattle like that.
Set tripping.
You know what I mean? Especially at the OG's pro-am. Is that Isaiah's joint?
Isaiah's joint, yeah. Zeke weekend.
Isaiah's joint,
the Zeke end, yeah.
At the Zeke end or whatever, bro. That kind of set me off and, not rub me the wrong way, but when you're in the midst of stuff and you live in your life every single day, I don't think how you comprehend how big of a platform or how many eyes or ears catches it.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I think Paolo, and I would hope they weren't flocking for like the viewers or whatever, but like I think Paolo and DeJounte, they're probably arguing on some like childhood stuff, and then before you know it, they got tons of eyes and tons of people watching. It's like, man, this is bigger than what I thought. But I mean, the number one pick, you're naturally going to have to adjust. You remember, man, your first summer getting drafted, your life naturally changes.
I got a funny story. I make it quick.
For sure.
Antoine Walker had his summer celebrity game, the Chicago, the Antoine Walker weekend or whatever. He was doing a lot of stuff in the community. We had the game at the United Center, super dope. Paul Pierce had the shades on inside, and you know, other players. Like, that's when I first knew, like, oh, guys don't really rock with Paul Pierce because he really nice and he really stunting on dudes. Yeah. But during the game, we just hooping, you know what I'm saying? Up and down the floor, dudes shoot some threes, some dunks, the crowd, kids get to see us. You know, that's another question I want to ask you about pro-ams, but it almost turned into a one-on-one game with me and Tony Allen, and Tony Allen's really guarding me. And I'm like, wait, what? We about to... And the Chicago guys are hyping it up. Yeah, like clapping and like, you know, he the lottery pick and they passed up on you and we about to show him. And I'm like, bro, this is a celebrity game, fam. Like, we don't get paid for this. So
but no, I dig you. But at the same time, you use that example, like, bro, I would have indulged in it. I would also been like, am I wrong for saying, like, bro, stop playing me? It's not the same. You saw
and that's what I did.
You know, you saw Isaiah Briscoe say that with Frank Nitti. I love Frank Nitti. I love all these dudes, but like, stop playing me. It's not the same. And that's it. And we can go back and forth all day. Like, I got into it. Shout out my man Vander Blue. We got into it one day.
Mm-hmm.
He tells us, oh, you a bunch, you whatever. I said, bro, I could be all this. 60 teams, 30 teams, 60 picks passed up on you. The whole world, I'm bugging. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Right. And vice versa. But here, perception's reality.
Yeah, it's true.
Think about this first. And I don't think you're wrong for responding with that right type of, you know, responding to a question or some type of energy. And I think that's kind of what occurred. It's just you got the number one pick and a new all-star that's popping at the Zeke end. And slow down sports, because it's either that Paolo Banchero or it's KD coming back around and bringing up, you know what I mean, New Jersey Nets, he wants to leave, and then Kyrie saying he don't like nobody. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It was the right type of week for it to occur.